Nice.
I'll yield to none.
Alright, there we go. Everything's sorted. Click on that, click on that. Yes, we're ready to roll.
It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the Magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared, and sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead, I became part of their story.
Ooh. Fancy. Not played this in ages, so could be nice to get back into the world.
So, still a bit groggy, are we? Don't worry, the sedative will wear off soon enough. Easy now, no need to hurry. Get your bearings and report to me upstairs.
Okay, so WASD moves the camera. How then do we move?
So it wasn't a dream after all.
Okay. I will move that. Alright, fair enough. Like, left click does your, like, movement. If you right click, it'll cancel your movement. So that's good to know. However, I'm going to need to remember to not keep right clicking. No, I want to stay down here for a bit longer.
Junk.
Alrighty. I can move them, but is there anything in them? Yes, there is. Always got to check your surroundings, see if you can climb in anything.
Must I? Freight or food?
Ooh, eggs.
Shaking her fluffy coat, the sheep eyes you balefully, her rectangular eyes like letterboxes to the void. With one sharp hoof, she kicks you right in the shin.
Fresh meat. Nice. Plump. Banded like a chicken's leg, too.
We'll go with this one.
The depth of unamused ennui staring back at you from those ovine eyes is startling.
So I thought he might have read it out, but apparently he doesn't.
Are you referring to the ballerina? Oh, so funny, so funny.
With two shakes of her stumpy tail, the sheep turns away from you to peruse her hay-filled manger.
Fair.
Did you expect a needle?
Funny. Alright, we got anything here? No gold. Anything in that? Nope. Not in any of those. We'll stack those up. Ooh. Alrighty. I'll take that. Is that for this door? Lovely. It doesn't sell for anything, I'll just leave that, I think. What are you? Apple pie. Lovely. Hey. Hold on a second, right, I should probably look at this stuff to see if I can move stuff around. Right, so... you there. You're fine being there. We'll pop this off to one side, because won't likely need that for quite a while. Hopefully. Healing potion can go over there, everything else is fine, wonderful. Oops. Oh! That's how you sneak. Might as well have a weapon on. What's this note? Orders from the guard steward. Important! It's come to my attention, again, that several of you are bypassing the cargo hold security measures by sliding boxes onto pressure plates. Will not do. The purpose of these measures is to require the presence of at least 3 magisters at change of a shift. Any deviation will result in at least 1 magister getting thrown overboard. Make sure it isn't you. I see. Let's move these through here. I move there, okay. Right, okay, how about we just move that there, then we move up, and then we can move this one over to here, one over to there. Happy. Yeah, I don't think. Don't think I ever came down this way. Okay, so oil is slowed. Good to know. Right, we're probably going to want to sneak so we don't risk waking that guy up.
Hey, get me out of this cage and I'll make it worth your while. You in?
What exactly is in it for me?
Set me free and I'll set you free. A fair trade, I should think.
Sure.
A gentleman among jesters you are. Give that lever a pull and I guarantee we'll both get something out of the deal. Your guess is as good as mine. Someone screamed loud as a banshee. After that, pure pandemonium. They never even told me what I was accused of. Just dragged me down here.
Alright.
Before you can even touch the lever, you hear a sniff and snort behind you as the snoring Magister mumbles himself awake. One bloodshot eye opens, and then another.
Is my shift over? You here to relieve me? Wait, you're no Magister. You're a sorcerer. What are you doing here, filthy lizard? Choose your words carefully. My fists ache to meet a new face.
I kinda want to go with this one, I'm not gonna lie. So we've got ignore the guard, make a move towards the nearby lever. Tell the truth, you're snooping around. What's he gonna do about it? Salute him, says Superior sent you to report to the upper deck. A yell coming from above, needs to get up there. Laugh and tell him one of the guards on the upper deck fell overboard. You should check it out. Yeah, we'll do with that one. Yeah, persuasion success.
Those idiots can't even walk straight without mucking it up. Was it Rix? I bet it was Rix. Can't just leave the prisoner alone, though. I heard he might be the one causing trouble upstairs.
I feel like as a sorcerer, we'd probably be best going with intelligence. Mark on the steadiness of the cell bells. The prisoner's not going anywhere.
That's all I needed to hear. Just don't let that caged rascal fool you. You can't trust him as far as you can throw him.
Electric discharge scroll. Take it. Wait for him to be out of line of sight. There we go.
The prisoner's buoyant voice darkens as his eyes rest on yours.
Ah, freedom. Tastes better than wine. I'm nothing if not a man of my word. And I did give my word I'd set you free, lad. Say your prayers while you've breath to speak them. The halls await.
A little bit mean. Right then. I guess we'll move out of that. Eat poison him. And you know what? Bit of chloroform as well. We're not missing enough health, we'll save that.
What would he have to gain by killing me? Strange forces are at work.
Right, we just wait for that fire to die out, I guess. There we go. And now we need to wait for the smoke to die out. There we go. Not even carrying anything. Doesn't make sense to prison. Anything like stashed in here, maybe? No, there is not. Alright, I guess we'll just try and explore. Yeah. Another potion. Bunch of empty bottles. That.
Empty.
Yeah, okay. I suppose that does, in a way, answer the question that I asked. Oh. Yeah, I suppose we could do that. Yeah, this is quite an in-depth tutorial for what I was expecting. What's it taught me about so far? It's taught me about interacting with people, hitting levers, pressure plates, interactions with different elements. That potion. Yoink. Ooh, is that another potion? Second yoink. Handle. Okay. Just
The most elegant solution, was it?
not everything has to be elegant, it's fine. Oh, that's what that does.
And I'm back where I started. Nowhere to go but up.
That's fine. Now then, can we click on anything additional here? No. Okay. Right. Well. Oh, those are very old saves. Make a new save. We'll call this stream. Ish.
Did the murderer take him into this room? Or was he already here?
I think we'll leave the grotesque jars.
What a well of knowledge this tome is. Dallas is such a dear lending it to me.
we got? We have long presumed Source is a virtuous part of civil society. We need to look no further into the past than the Source King's reign to understand the havoc such magics can wreak. One day, another order must follow the Source Hunter's footsteps. Sorceress must be muted. A new model of Source Scholars provided by Vredeman, proving most effective. Pop those cards on there as well. Oh, actually. Did I put it onto the table? No, it's... Oh, it's still my inventory, that's good, that's fine. Right, we don't need that. I think the deck of cards can be used for something later. So I'll keep hold of those in case. Check that. Ooh. Take those because I should be able to log that book.
My, these smelling salts are strong stuff.
Oh fudge, right. Slide these across. We'll have a Sucker Punch on there. Wait, what item's providing that? Is it maybe because I've got a knife in one hand? It might be because I've got a knife in one hand, so the other one's like a jab.
Yes, this is a rare kind of magic. I'll need to write to headquarters right away.
Why, you're looking a bit more chipper. Yes. Looks like that collar fits you snugly enough. Nice bit of work, even if I do say so myself. There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash. In the meantime, the next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters.
Go with Mystic. You had a long black dream about a ship sailing the river of the dead. You're not dead, are you?
No. You're alive, and you're having a conversation. You are on a ship, of course, but luckily for us both, we're merely sailing the plain old sea.
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative. Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy. A new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well. An end to Source. For good.
There was a little accident in the cargo deck. The prisoner's dead.
Is he? Oh, well. Some problems simply sort themselves, don't they?
Just take our leave.
I'll need to write to headquarters right away.
Okay, so it wants us to go to that side of the ship. I'm curious what's in that ancient book.
Good gods, there's been a murder here.
That looks to be a collar. Okay.
Known associates. They
Behind the Magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face amid the mess.
You're into the room and ask what happened.
There's been a murder. A sorcerer was killed by one of your own. Lucky you were busy getting your collar fitted at the time, or you'd be a suspect like the rest of them. Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always does.
It seems as though
You surprised? You're one of them. You know what sorcerers are capable of? Whoever did this found a way around their collar and killed a man.
I forgot to actually read that one out. It's just like, you take a pause. That happens quite often.
Small ones this time, thank the gods. We'll find out who did it, one way or another.
Alrighty.
A young Magister stands pale and silent. Her knuckles whiten around her weapon as you pass.
Alright, so she's pretty much ready to fight.
ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this.
Inform her that she wasn't this man's protector, she was his captor.
Finn didn't see it like that. He was desperate for us to help him. Two things scared the living daylights out of him. His own shadow and his own source. We'll find out who did this. Speaking of,
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even stir. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course.
That hail from the House of Dreams. When you sleep, you truly sleep.
Figured as much. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform. Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that?
Yeah, we're gonna laugh. We're gonna say that our price is considerably higher than
Not
that.
in here, it isn't. You let me know if you hear anything. Whoever did this is dangerous.
Alrighty.
Sing us a song, I know you can. That's enough now.
Ah, there you are. Husband. Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not at all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this Losa woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly allergical.
We'll play along and take her on with a grin. Tell the children they must be mistaken.
How very correct you are, spouse of mine. Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb refuses to be confused with anyone else.
Josephine Gribbles de Peeb.
What? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and git, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
Yeah, well, there's an argument going off in background there. Said, true enough, shake a hand, those who presume.
You presume right.
If she knows anything about the murder, what's happened on board.
Trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better.
Yeah, come on, each other's backs.
Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You're too soft for it. You take care, though.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer. As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles as though no change came over her.
Good luck, Chief.
afraid of lizards. I'm not. I think you're neat. I'd be happy if I had a tail.
Do you know Losa? She's a really good singer. I'm better though. Listen. La 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 la.
God. The horror of speaking to children.
Wow. You're a dragon. You look like a dragon.
Where are your wings?
I'm not a dragon.
Classify this slop as food.
You! Sorcerer! Blood? No! Go! Ruff!
There's
Name?
nothing else I can make, Your Majesty.
Uh,
All I was given.
I dream Leah and ask him what's in the name anyway. Yeah.
I don't like comedy.
Aww. Stumbled
But
in.
not here on my list. Scrammy, we're trying to catch a killer here.
There has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magisters more concerned than your appetite.
The elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up, his big round eyes scanning your body, absorbing every detail. He reaches out, flicks a finger against one of your scales, and rubs his chin.
Fascinating.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
Yeah, what? He flicked a scale will ruffle his hair.
What purpose did that serve? Was that a greeting? Was it... Oh dear. I seem to have crossed some cultural taboo. How... difficult. You have my apologies, Lizard. Perhaps I should demand the same from those red-cloaked humans. They laid their hands on me more than once.
Ask about his book.
I do not believe I've been drawn anywhere. It is a quaint little read, but it has its faults. It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle. Tell me, what do you know of our world's history?
We could explain Riverland's history in its battles between the Source and the Void, good and evil, light and darkness. Or I could boast that the ancient empire has abided through all history. Even in the face of the Divine Order, it stands strong. We'll go with that one, because Blizzard.
Oh, please. I have no interest in that. Your books are too full of it already. No, I want to know about the Celestial. I want to know about your gods. This text tells me that they created all creatures, but nothing of what came before. Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind?
Often pondered the nature of the gods, but you don't have any sure answers.
Of course you don't have any useful information. Why did I expect anything else? Now please, run along. I have a world to decipher.
So curious about the gods.
No amount of pestering will get the elf to take his eyes off his book or respond to your questions.
A little bit rude.
Here to register, sir. Good. Magister Williams is just about done with the last passenger. You faring okay so far?
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was...
It's true worse.
With Bishop Alexander in charge, things will get a lot better from here on out. He's God-woken, you know. You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
There has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magisters...
Right, we'll head through there shortly.
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
Sorry, I just love that. Don't you get saucy with me.
Magisters are out for blood. You saw the body, didn't you? Big bruiser like you ought to be able to take them on.
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions. He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, boy. You hear that?
That's what I'm meant to be hearing.
The ship, of course.
I'll listen to the sounds of the ship.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
Sea sounds angry, like it's trying to capsize the ship. Yeah, we'll go with that one.
The fellow cocks his ear, listening.
That isn't anger, it's
He cocks his ear to the other side, then smiles.
anticipation. She senses something. I'd hold on to my breeches if I were you, mate. That's all you hear, though. Listen close.
His eyes tried to let the ambient sounds of the ship fade away. That's what exactly you're supposed to be listening for, or telling me you don't have time for this. Yeah, we'll try and listen some more.
Squeak! Aha! His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
There. You heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, boy. Good news.
Yeah, well, I would say nothing more than a rat, but let's hear what he's saying it's supposed to be.
It's the wheel. Don't you see, you beautiful idiot? Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east. Pardon my beard. That means if we've been travelling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
We shouldn't talk like that about such a magnificent beard. What? Oh, burn my beard, okay. Asquith so excited about reaching Fort Joy. Must be a practice sailor. Yeah.
Captain, actually. And that figure tells me we're getting close to the Joy. Close to what lies beyond it, too.
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, boy.
Please, please, please. I forgot how to sing. I did.
We'll say nothing.
Well, what have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell. Let's size you up, shall we? See if you do.
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse. All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
So we can humour him, see where it leads. Mumble through clenched jaws. What on earth is he doing? All the nerves slap on his hand. Hard. We'll mumble.
I'm inspecting your teeth, in case that wasn't spectacularly obvious. There's some discoloration, but I've seen worse. After all, one can't expect to find prime merchandise on a squalid little ship like this. Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook?
Now they tell the turkey from a turnip. Tell me not answering questions, take your leave. Visit the kitchen. No, we'll say the turkey from the turnip.
Don't even mention the demon's testes that are turnips. On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor?
Stick a thumb through one of the holes of your garb and say these provide cool. Provide cool in the summer.
Yes, I can tell from your vagabond chic, a bag is as good as a shirt kind of style. I shouldn't be getting my hopes up. On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after.
Rubiachin, tell him you're trying to recall the last time you had bathed. What month is this?
Just as I thought. That explains what's besieging my nostrils. So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions answered. Let's evaluate, shall we? As per your own testimony, you have the taste buds of a dung beetle, the fashion sense of a monkey in a clown suit, and your personal hygiene reminds one of a carcass rotting in the sun. That won't do at all, see? I'm sad to say I must deny you the opportunity to be my slave. Ever so sorry.
Staring blankly, he was looking for you to be his what now?
My slave, of course. Oh, but I see. Yes, I suppose it must take some time for the full extent of my disheartening refusal to sink in. Still, hone your skills, and one day you may just qualify for a position in a lesser household than mine. You keep dreaming, you hear?
Forgive me, Kin. Were that I had more than gruel to serve, if I'd more than cornmeal and rotting roots, I'd concoct something more fitting. Meanwhile, the Magisters feast on honeyed meat behind this very wall. The indignity.
The indignity.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
You think me mad?
Mad?
Yoink.
No. Insufferable? Surely.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
Ask if you may join her.
She shakes her head.
Game for one, I'm afraid. Rolling dice. Deciding fates.
Is she deciding?
Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
Never say never,
She
though.
can decide fate with dice. Ask if she can read the future with cow entrails as well. Probably best to take your leave.
She smiles contemptuously.
Just a kitten in a corner, aren't we?
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
Hey, there's another sheep. Missed you earlier.
I'm not suited for this. It's sea cow, not sea sheep.
Right, the sheep's one. Ask if you may take a bit.
Haven't got any shears, have you? People these days.
Your leave. I wonder if we can actually find some shears on the ship. Well, now we have some rope. No, not what I was after, but you know. Right, I think there's like 2 more interactions. There's this, the Magister like here.
There has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the
I'm
Magister's
busy
more
watching for
concern.
clues, sorcerer. Go take your sub-story somewhere else.
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
I just love that line. Don't you get saucy with me.
Against the wall with scarred arms folded. A sly smile playing on his face, he stares across at the Magister guarding him. Noticing you, he straightens and beckons for you to come closer.
Watch your back, new fish. There's a murderer on board, and I'd bet 3 months' pay it's this tramp Ifan.
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again. He leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight so it no longer presses unpleasantly on your neck. He winks.
Inches less that way, right?
Hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the sullen Magister settles back to his task of glowering at Ifan. And now, you.
Yeah, why does the Magister suspect him of
We used to
murder?
know each other, more's the pity. I was his commander many moons ago. Isn't that right, Vic?
Standing far back from Ifan, the tight-faced Magister draws one finger across his throat in an elaborate fashion, but says nothing. Ifan grins, flashing pointed white teeth.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword and now he's Johnny Big Pants.
Yeah, we'll ask him what he did to find himself at the mercy of his other subordinate.
Story. Maybe I'll tell you about it in the Joy. Away from interested parties.
We'll quietly back away.
Ivan performs an elaborate pantomime of keeping quiet, one finger in front of his lips as he leans back against the wall.
Alright.
I'll give you that number. Carrying on.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
Can we just
reassure you and you keep those bubbles trained on her? And if she tries...
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella? Yes, I did. But of course that was only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end. Good God! The woman's mad! You there, sorcerer! Go and fetch Magister Siwan! We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
Address the sorcerer and ask what she meant by there are others whose lives must end.
It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its finale, though, because...
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
I'm just about to create a scene. Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts Source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
Oh dear. That was abrupt.
What's happened?
Right. We'll claim as much of this as we can. Nice bit of fish. Bottle of wine. The bottle of wine. The fish. Right. We can actually sell those. We'll swap to using a staff. I think actually... no, there's nothing actually in those. Okay. Bunch of cups, wine. Might as well see what they're carrying. But that she had the strength to do that, but didn't finish us off. Right, maybe this is a key to this room over here. Definitely a key to something. Don't want just a playing card. We'll ditch that. Fair enough. Right. Okay, so that is not the key to this door. It's probably the key to the door, to this door. Thinking about it.
The young woman lies in a heap on the floor. She's breathing normally, but her eyes are wide open, like those of a corpse. Dark, greyish-black clouds swirl through them.
Shake her shoulder.
No.
Okay, so she's just down for the count at present. Oof. Well, they're dead.
What happened? Must have been the turnips.
Slap in the face, he needs to get up now.
You dare strike a royal? Ooh.
The lizard's eyes close as he slips into unconsciousness.
Dang nabbit.
The dwarf lies in a heap on the floor, his great beard twisted and tangled around him. He is stock still. You can't see if he's living or dead.
Listen for a heartbeat.
You hear a faint thud, thud, thud. He's alive, but only just. Ifan lies motionless, curled on the ground like an animal. Under his shaggy hair, you can see green eyes fluttering as if in a nightmare. A low whine escapes his lips.
I'll wake him up.
His eyes flicker open, but he doesn't register your presence at all.
Lucien. Lucien.
Ifan cries out. Then his eyes fall closed again. No matter how much you shake him now, he cannot be roused.
Okie dokie.
No, not the final dark. Not yet.
Make sure that you'll get her out of here if you can.
It's no use. Your words do not seem to reach her.
Edge.
The dice roll darkly. They're rolling for me.
Oh, the sheep's dead. Okay. Found the limb. Elves can eat limbs to experience memories of a person that the limb once belonged to. Okay. I don't think I want that. I'll just pop that back down.
The Magister lies on the floor, unconscious and bleeding from a dire-looking wound.
Read. The Source King insists there are no magics too foul, even those that will block or even remove the source within an individual. They delight in his madness, an invitation to manipulate all which we once believed immutable. Provides all manner of experimental subjects. Best beneath was a series of hexes and materials used for muting source. Some of those objects are circled in black ink and annotated as follows: helm, collar, mask. Right. I'm not sure if we're going to get like locked out of this area. So I'm going to try and break down the door. You know, since we can't, we don't have a lockpick, so we can't exactly try and pick his way in. A big base I would. Oh, this might take a while. Do I have anything that might actually damage it? No, okay. Yeah, I think that'd take too long to actually like break open, so we might just continue on. Oops. Right, so the dog's okay for now. Maybe a bit distressed, but it's okay.
The hound paws desperately at its snout. It winces as it draws blood from its wet black nose and continues scratching.
Call it to the hound and ask what's the matter.
The dog notices you for the first time and snarls, the hairs on its back prickling as it lowers itself into a lunge.
You sorcerer!
It sneezes suddenly and paws at its nose once more.
Can't smell. Can't breathe. Too much sauce. Too much. Please, make it stop.
You're not the one who did this, you'd stop it if you could.
The dog whines and continues pawing at its nose.
I'm sorry, I can't help, little puppy.
That doesn't bode well. Onwards and upwards.
Alright,
Not long
cool.
before this thing snaps into splinters.
Magister... Okay. Anything though?
God damn it! I need to get off this wreck and quick.
Ooh, an old calf. Right, I don't want to go that way just yet. Because that way looks like it's going to lead to progression, because it's got a flag.
Places. Something's pounding on the hull.
Oh, I go there, that's right. So we have at least some armour now. My first burr. I love that it's actually called My First Burr. Oh, doggo. Read. Matov. Death Fog barrels have been locked down in storage. Stay out. You and Rick's berth. Everyone starts fooling around down there, it'll be lights out. Okay. To be fair, Death Fog sounds a bit,
You pass through the door and are suddenly face to face with an undead. His skull is bizarrely angular, and a glorious jewel sits in the middle of his forehead. The skeleton is quickly leafing through a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia, muttering to himself.
No! What damn fools record knowledge on a pulped tree? It catches fire, it turns into must when wet, it cannot even resist acid. No wonder they're so bloody ignorant.
The skeleton looks up and notices you for the first time.
Oh, it's you. Shouldn't you be running and screaming or some such?
Asclepius shouldn't be doing the same. The ship's going down.
The skeleton groans and looks back to his book, frantically flipping from page to page.
I know your god did not gift you with much. Kindly use the little you were given. Do you look at me and think, why yes, there is someone with organs enough to drown? Trifling matters like water and poison. No, damp robes are the most I have to fear. Once this glorified skiff hits the sea floor, I will simply walk to shore. Whereas you, I believe, have lifeboats to pointlessly squabble over.
He's right. Ship's going down. Don't have time for chit chat.
One of your race's weaknesses is having your lungs filled with water until you can no longer breathe. So, try to avoid that, perhaps.
The skeleton resumes his search, leafing through page after page, while hunching over the book in a futile attempt to keep it dry.
Gotta say, I do appreciate the like writing. Right.
The marking on the door was painted recently, judging from its pungent scent. You don't recognize the symbol, but it's clearly warning you away. You press your palm against the door to open it. The wood feels neither cold nor warm, but simply grey. The color drains from your hand, and you are left numb.
Yankee Handover. I feel like if we open this, I do remember death fog being a thing. It's like pretty much instant death if you touch it. I feel like if I open this door, it's just gonna flood out. The fact it's got those effects when you just touch the handle means that it's definitely up against the door. Alright. So we have done... We'll overwrite that one. In fact, you know what? Got it saved. Let's go be sure about this. We'll be sure about this.
The moment you
Alright,
touch
Tom.
the door, it doesn't budge.
Use your key.
The door groans open, but an ashen shadow clouds your mind.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't flood like all the way over here.
Death fog. I need to get out of here now.
Can we loot the night? We can loot the night. Haha! We just, you know, don't want to be in that. Ooh! Nice. Alright. Yeah, we'll just close that again, that's fine. Right, we'll save it again just to be sure. Yeah, Tom, how you doing? Splat. Alright. What's this? Staff of Magus launches magic missile from your staff. Chloroform. Okay. How far does this reach? It reaches the poison but not anything else. Oh. Yeah, what? Yeah. Try and chloroform that one. Make that one bleed. Right, how much damage does this do? Instantly kills your target. Damage is based on level. Oh, okay, I see. So it's a self-target, but it'll do damage to everything around. Like that. That's good, that's good. I'm doing okay, thanks. Ah. Ah, missed. Yeah, we'll just have to turn. I died to bleeding. Not bleeding, burning. It began with a B. We'll just wait for this burning to wear off.
So much for a peaceful stroke.
Rip. Ooh. Take those with me. Can't move encumbered. Oh yeah, because I've just picked up 2 water barrels. Right, how's about... Right, we can't pop that over there. Right. Oh, that works. Right, so there's note there. We will take that gold.
A lifeboat. That means there's still a chance.
Right, they haven't gone yet. Is there anything up this way? Hey up, Captain, I'm taking these.
Shut your trap, kid. Children and dwarfs first, just like the old stories say.
The dwarf yanks at one of the nearby ropes to no avail.
You said there were other people down there. We need to help them.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting the hell out of here.
It trembles beneath your feet, but the kid's right. You've got to lower deck to look for survivors.
Thank you! There's a ladder right over there. You can go straight down.
You're gonna be the death of us, you hear?
Oh, there's a ladder. Right. This is the floor we need?
Get yourself up the ladder. There's a boat. Wait. Void broken.
Right. Try and chloroform those. Right, can we see? We can see. Let me Kadok. Move that in the way.
These beardless bugs won't sink the ship on my watch.
Nice.
Worms take you.
Christ.
I thought Void Broken was supposed to be scary.
Let the games begin.
Nice.
Glory is mine.
Very nice.
They who are about to triumph salute you.
I've faced worse.
I seem to remember there being like more Void Scent than there are, but maybe that's because the last time I played this it was 2-player. Alright. Yeah, we'll try and focus this one down. Oops. Sorry. Actually, we'll save that scroll. Adjust and then turn. These really do not like not Sibyl, Lus. God.
Prepare yourself.
Get bonked. Right. How much AP does this cost? 1. So we can run over, slap this, and then explode. Right, so they'll all be heading up.
Harry, this old tub is about to burst.
I hear something. It's Magister Siron. The one who put on this damn collar.
She tries to speak, but can only gape as she clutches her neck, trying to stem the bleeding of a gushing wound.
Did we help her? Probably not.
Bloody bubbles froth from her mouth. She's not long for this world.
What we do here is nothing to be done.
There's no time.
It's the humane thing to do.
I have plans for you, child. Rise.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Oriver.
Right, I did receive a message about tea being ready. I don't remember how long ago it was. 34 minutes ago. So I'm going to quickly pop down, grab that, and then we'll start back up again. Bit wiggly.
Those Voidwoken made short bloody work of the ship. Am I the lone survivor?
Right, so
Something wanted me alive.
right. Is there a way to pause it? Okay. that paused the thing. Yeah, we shall be back shortly. Use this time to, I don't know, grab a drink, stretch your legs. All that good stuff, you know. Oh. Going to the toilet as well, that is also a good option. Yeah, we shall be back shortly. Sorry about that. Hello. Hi. Greetings. Got spaghetti. Is that box? Oh, whatever it is, I'm not allowed to loot it. Oh, we can sell those. They have sale value. Oh. All those. Oh. Void center. No, void somethings. There we go.
The same beast that sank our ship. they made it to shore.
I think that bit's a bit too far away. Oh, it didn't even let me cast it before. There we go. Right. Right, there's one down.
I thought these bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay.
Really, the collars suck.
Drowned and eaten by a Voidwoken.
Alright. There's a big shell. I'm gonna take it with me.
Look here, Quercus. Another giant. My word, this blasted isle is teeming with them. What's that? Yes, I did see how it made short work of the great Acorn servants. Quite right, very impressive. But that is no reason to trust it. Giants like that destroyed our forests. They are the very reason the great Acorn is returning in all its wrath. What? Dear me, have you taken leave of all 6 of your senses? You would have me use this giant for a shield? Why would I... Oh, I see. You cunning devil, Quercus. Of course, if it defeated the great Acorn's vile servants, it can do so again. We need only follow in its big, wide shadow and be safe.
I often tell him it's quite welcome to follow in your shadow.
It speaks our tongue, Quercus. Hush before. What do you mean a good time for introductions? You know full well who I am, you silly old cat. The great Solora, grandest of the... Oh, introduce myself to the giant. I shall do no such thing. You give away your trust too easily, my dear steed. No, we will have the giant march. In time, we'll see whether it deserves our confidence. Now, onwards! Shield! Venture forth, post-haste. The great Acorn waits for no one.
Okay, I see. So, when I played this last time, I don't think we had the squirrel, I think we just had the cat. And I think maybe because we encountered that first, and then the Voidwoken. So maybe because... Maybe because we got the Voidwoken first.
You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. His skin is of a bright, blood-red color. Could he be... Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep.
This one that took you by the saw and sized you up like a horse. Save a bone to pick with him.
The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his, 2 smouldering embers that sizzle your very soul.
Yes, I imagine you do. You're made of sterner stuff than I first gave you credit for. Chances are I wouldn't have survived the shipwreck had you not returned to the aid of your fellow passengers down in that dreadful hold. You have my gratitude.
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less than a bow.
Tell me you're glad. Glad to be of help. Doesn't do to sit idly while people are in danger.
Yes, I'm sure you've all the makings of a hero and all that. Let's not get carried away, shall we? Now then, if there's nothing further...
Ask what he's doing standing on that rock.
I'm sure I don't mean to sound condescending, but I had thought it quite self-evident I was gazing out over the waves.
He sighs dramatically.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean?
Memories, childhood days spent in the sun, or, as of last night, you see a kraken-infested wasteland you never want to go near again. We'll go with childhood.
Memories. Quite so.
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few tranquil moments pass as the waves lap against your thoughts.
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see an empire. I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. Lost.
If we see castles in the sky, might as well see them in the sea. What a specific vision he has there. Why an empire?
Of course, it's rather specific. Quite obviously, I'm musing over the very actual empire that I lost.
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter incredulity.
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am?
Jester, tell him you've never heard of an abacus. An abacus that can tell who people are. Yeah, we'll go with that one.
Well, more's the damn pity, isn't it? For I am the Red Prince, the All-Conqueror, the World-Tamer, the Spouse of the Sun. Of course you know me.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent pose deflates ever so slightly.
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming opportunities at the moment. The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. Never you worry. For the throne I was destined, and my throne I shall have.
Yeah, so I too have this and that sort out. He's welcome to tag along if he wants.
That? Tag along? Do you really mean to compare the fate of an empire to whatever foibles you seek to fix? On the other hand, I really could do with a dog's body. You've already proven to be trustworthy enough. You came back for the others on that ship after all. Fine, I accept. On one condition. For reasons I'll not disclose right now, it is imperative that I should meet with a dreamer, one of our kind's revered mystics. I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island. Promise me we'll look for him, and I'll extend you the blessing of my company.
I promise him exactly, but I'll keep in mind his request in mind.
You tend to beat around the bush, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, that wishy-washy answer will have to do then.
You're damn right it will.
So, now that that's settled, first things first. Even if you are as versed in the art of eloquence as I am, that our swords will be doing a lot of the talking from here on out goes without saying. As a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade myself. But I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic, and yes, even subterfuge. What say you?
That's fine.
Very well. Onwards then to victory or death.
The Red Prince nods and gives you a smile that wavers ever so delicately between courtesy and contempt.
Now, as you're aware, you'll be travelling with a prince. Proper forms of address include Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, or if you're feeling particularly frivolous, Milord. As your luck would have it, I seem to be fresh out of luggage, so you won't be required to carry my belongings. Of course, there are other forms of protocol to bear in mind, but I'll see to it you'll pick up the rest as we go. So, without further ado, let us be off.
You're getting addressed as Red, and that's it. Right, I did see a green dot over this way. So we'll go investigate said green dot. We were just on the other side of this, it was like here.
The great Brachus Rex looks to the horizon.
Touch the statue with the bare skin of your hand.
The old king responds. He vibrates. You feel the power come to you. The world darkens and fades.
Oh, just a waypoint. Okay, cool. I suppose that makes sense with the squiggly wiggly. Hello, strange child.
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes, his chin, the crown of his head. He spots you, and his arms snap to his sides.
I'm not supposed to talk to lizards.
That's a pity. Lizards are famed storytellers.
Really? Like, what kind of stories?
Tell me you know an excellent one about a dragon king, ruled over vast lands, married a beautiful elf princess, or so you could recount the tales of Visha, a famed lizard adventurer who slew a seven-headed snake of Oran. Yeah, we'll go with that one.
Seven-headed snake? That sounds scary. Can I hear it anyway?
You want me to tell the tale of Visha, but despite your best efforts, you notice that your knowledge of legends and monsters is somehow upsetting the child.
Are you a sorcerer? One of those guys that brings the bad void things here?
He must be or he wouldn't be here.
The child screws up his face and looks at you hard. He lifts his mirror up to his nose, closes one eye, and looks at himself again.
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong. Or crazy.
Tell them they might well be wrong and crazy.
Maybe you're right. At least they don't mind where anyone goes. They know we can't leave the island. And it's a lot nicer out here than outside.
Let's give his parents know where he is here.
They're gone now. Their Magisters took them already.
Oh.
Guess now they're cured.
Oh.
And maybe they're waiting for me back at home.
Oh.
But you didn't die.
Should really find somewhere safe to go, yeah.
There isn't anywhere safer. That's what I mean. You'll see.
That's why I didn't seem scared.
Yes, I am. But it's just normal to be scared. Nowhere isn't scary.
Well, that's not what you want to hear from a kid. Bustering, nice.
It's broken.
Oh. No, I don't want the flower pot. Eh. Right. Okay, we're just going to continue down the beach, I think. Oh, I hadn't checked out that barrel. Oh. It's empty anyway. Such a shame, such a shame. What are you? Oh, another shell.
A black cat. Some would see this as an omen.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity.
What? How did I get... Hey, stop following me.
Who do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
Me? I know who I am. Sometimes it feels like... No, I know who I am. Who are you?
Who wants to make the world smile?
You'll be popular. Plenty of grim faces here. Plenty of... oh...
The cat shakes its head, as if trying to wake up from a deep sleep.
Are you feeling okay, Cap?
Huh? Yeah, fine. I'm fine. I'm not sure. It's all a little foggy.
Where it came from?
The cat opens his mouth as if to speak, but his eyes lose focus, and with a jerk he turns away from you.
Oh, okay. Hello? Trice.
Hey, mister. It's a lot nicer here than that stinking boat, huh? I'm sure glad you went back to save the others. Saw one of them wringing out their tunic at the shore a few hours ago. Say hi for me.
Oh, depending on which one it is, that might be a bit risky.
We already know the truth, Magister. Now speak. I am a proud loyal to the Order. I would not treat...
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape from Medusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come.
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
I lovely wonder why they'd bother. The tongue can't be harder to grow back than the tail. Call out that one of the gods are fit to take back what they've given. Your stomach turns, your heart reaches out for your kin, but your hands are still frozen to your side. Yeah, what? I'm gonna go the mystic route.
Stay silent, lizard!
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground. She groans.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the void destroy it. Dallas?
Yes, Your Holiness.
I believe we're done here.
What a waste. Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
They're a little bit too strong for us to fight, I think.
The Lizard Magister, or what's left of her, lies in a puddle of gore.
If it makes me sick.
She was a lizard, yet a magister. No matter her reasons, her penalty was fair.
Fair enough. There is something that I'm keeping an eye out because I remember there's like a quest related.
I found something.
Ooh.
So this is worth the digging.
That wasn't what I was referring to, but I'll take it. Ooh. Very nice. So there's a type of flower that you can find called a yarrow flower. And that's important for something later. I have no one needed any of that. I've essentially just raided someone's night camp. Got another spot to dig? No, okay. Right. I believe we're now all we're linked back to where we were earlier, so give this a quick save actually. Oops. There we go. Right, I did notice there's like a little path here, so we'll see if it'll let us check this out. It will actually. I've not checked this this crate.
Where this leads.
As the upgrade opens up, you see the same skeleton that you met on before it sank. He's leaning over a corpse, prodding and pulling at the skin of its face. Bugger.
How on earth am I supposed to... Perhaps?
Skeletal fingers reach down and grip the skin of the dead man's face, pulling sharply upwards. After a few more tugs at the man's cheeks, the skeleton relents, letting the head drop to the ground with a damp thud.
Damnation. That stuck fast. I wonder, does the beard act as some form of anchor?
Curious to ask what he's doing.
Ah! No! Stay back! Don't... Oh. It's you. I must admit I'm surprised. Perhaps you're more buoyant than I suspected.
It's press to see him here. Ready, head for Prison Island. Ask what his business is with that body. Not toward the corpse, anything valuable, and... now around too long, it doesn't seem safe. Yeah, why do you head for a prison island?
Seems the human that stole my mask was rather more resourceful than I gave her credit for. I chased her here, but she rather seems to have given me the slip. Thus...
He turns back to the body, prodding at its face cautiously.
Not around too long, it doesn't seem safe.
Nowhere in this world is safe. The people of this world do not take kindly to bare bone. Thus, I find myself seeking a face. A face that seems rather stubbornly attached to his skull. I would normally employ a tool to delicately but viciously rip the face from the body. I could then craft a mask to hide my bone. But as I lack such a tool...
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard, grunting in frustration as the body's skin holds firm.
Where's so urgent? Inquire about his skull, you never seen one carved like that. Ask why he needs a mask. We'll inquire about the skull.
Carved? Please. You hardly think I am one of your breed, do you? You have never seen anything like it because you have never met anyone like me. Indeed,
oh.
No one seems to have the good taste to be.
Accidentally double tapped there.
Rather absent.
Simply put, I'm eternal and you are not. You have my sympathies.
At least from this realm. As for the others... There is an excavation site at the Black Pits oil field. Perhaps there I'll find my answers.
Eternal, what is that, some sort of cult? Why is here? People have vanished. What do you think his people are? Or the realm? Sounds like he needs a companion. Ask if he'd like to travel with you. Yeah.
I suppose, circumstances being what they are, it could be advantageous. You seem more at ease in this world than I. A guide would certainly be useful.
It could work out well for both.
While we are conversing, perhaps you notice that I am rather skilled in, well, all things. Of course, the arcane arts are my little speciality, but being a brilliant wizard does not mean I cannot handle blade or bow. So, which do you require for this enterprise of yours?
You know what, we'll go with a little finesse, because we have a bow that we can give him.
You seek a more subtle approach. How surprisingly civilized. Very well. What do you require?
Just from distance.
I can do that with one hand behind my spine. Now, shall we get on? There is rather a lot to see.
That's also.
Splendid. Very well. Let's be off.
Right. That one's a fancy bow. As the melee, you'll probably want that. Knife on a stick. Right. There's a bunch of poison there, which we'll kind of want to clear, so move you to here, separate these two, move them back. Right, if they're following me, I need to make sure that they're on this side as opposed to that side. I don't want to risk burning them. Well, that didn't do as much as I thought. All I'm trying to do is get rid of the poison. In fact, I was about to say, do I still have the poison barrel? Alright. I don't know what's making that sound. It's crying about something.
Where is she? You go with us. Who are you? Are you from the shelter? She says nothing of another. Fire, alas! She is so late!
You sent an opportunity. She said he'd collect the group's valuables. No. Oh, what she mean? Then she might be able to help.
A Magister offers to help us flee. Atusa. She says there are many Magisters who do not agree with the Bishop. She says they bring us to safety. But Atusa is overdue. She promises to come at noon. We're afraid to stay, afraid to leave.
Oh, about that.
I see. I see. We hope for nothing then. We wait for nothing. I like to be alone now.
Sorry.
You hear a small whimpering sound from behind a basket. You peer behind it and find a small human child holding her knees and trembling. She looks up at you as if to answer, but recoils at the sight of you and buries her face in her knees once more.
Kindly ask the child why she seems to fear you so.
For a master. Master sent us here. Me and Ma and Pa. She was not a nice lady. Lizards aren't nice ladies. They beat me.
Sure, not all lizards are slavers. Never do her any harm.
Gee, you don't sound like a master. You're nicer than the others. But I still miss my Ma and Pa.
I'll say I miss my parents too.
Parents are the best. Take care of you and make sure nothing can hurt you. And when they leave, you're all alone.
Her eyes lock with yours for a moment. She places her head on her knees and sits quietly.
kid. By following party members can't follow you through dangerous surfaces or obstacles. Clear the way and they'll be able to follow you again. Okay. Oh, I remember these turtles. So that turtle there, I believe, has a ring that lets you teleport things. Right, oh. Yeah, well.
They're transforming.
Oh yeah, we forgot about that. What was this? Play dead. Fire arrow. Right, that one should go down. Commanded which grants strength for this. Hold on a second, you're literally just out of combat. Right. There we go. That puts that one out of commission. Oh, we're only in combat with 2 of them, which means that the other one isn't in combat. Oh wait, no, if I touch turtle, it is in combat, never mind. Right. Oh. Right. So where can we go to? Bouncing shield, that'll probably hit it. So if we go like that, bouncing shield. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Should have thought that through really. Oof. Alright. Bit closer and what? Bam! Level 45. I'll trundle a bit closer. Yeah, we'll use something that. There we go. Move. Okay. Oops. Pressing the wrong buttons. Can you just? Yeah, you can. We can't move. We might as well just. Boot it in. That can trundle so far. Alright, cool. Loot those. Okay, maybe it didn't. Oh, I think we lost the loot from the other turtle because it didn't die the way we'd hoped.
Swallowed too much seawater by the looks of it.
Foolish to attempt an escape by sea in these waters.
I wonder if the this can't follow you kind of message that we got was because of the cat that briefly was following us. What if? Oh, I can actually equip that. Because it's poison damage, I believe if I hit Finn with it, it should actually heal him. Right, we'll do Soggy Diary, so first night here. Don't seem to like it. It doesn't seem like it'll be too bad. Found somewhere quiet to sleep. Got enough dry bread to last me. This all blows over, I'll be happy to say I survived it in comfort. Group of dumb brutes shut me down for my bread. I have to be smart if I want to eat. Met an old fisherman named Rad. Taught me how to make a net. Rad's gone. Dumb brutes took my net. At least the meanest ones got tucked in the night. Getting hungry. Always was a strong swimmer. Whereas round here are pretty glassy. Can't be much more than a few miles to shore, can it? Oh, but it can. Oh, cool. I wonder if maybe we can have the Red Prince like whack this. 7, that's going to take a while. Alright, we'll just if we can find like a lockpick or something somewhere. Ooh, is that a boat? That is a boat. Oh, more importantly.
Almost there.
All right. Oh, did not want to pick up that basket. That works. Right. So I don't think there's actually a way onto the boat unless you can like loop around that way. Oh no, I missed a way in. Right there. Magister. Right. This could go very bad. We're going to save it first. But we're going to go down and attempt to assist. Also, to try and loot things.
Where are you planning to go, Elf? You've already wrecked the ship and butchered the crew.
No. They kill themselves when they steal my spores. I warned them
I warn you. Tell me where they send the rest, or more Magisters die.
Make your presence known.
Planning an ambush with this scion, were you?
Not the Colonel Delphus, was hardly an ambush.
Which don't fool me. She's wrecked this ship by herself. With a collar on.
I tell you, I am no witch. The spores do this. If I do not find the rest...
Store the elven hedge magic. Weren't much use when we flooded your forest with death fog, were it? Lucian said it was a necessary evil. Me? I was just sorry we didn't get the lot of you.
You! I try to give you a chance. More than your divine order give mine.
Oh, sir. Her armor!
The scion twitches in sudden rage, and her armor uncoils, as if made of living vines.
No more chances.
I've got a new stick for you to chew on.
Looks like we've got a fight. Right, I'm gonna need to be careful that I don't well, screw up. I'm gonna move to here. Oh, I should probably have read that first. I don't know if it'd be okay. Ouch. For starters, we're doing that. Got a sword, so you're a fighter. Could be a cleric. Right. Too far away from that. I'll do. Oh, it's a hound as well. Horse hound at Philippe. Right, okay, I guess we're just gonna have to... Shields up. Or that end up destroying potential loot. Oof. You check that. You silly sausage. Drop it up to your armor. Yeah. What? Well, I'm dead. What is this AI? Genuinely, what is this AI? Right. I'm going to bring you back over there. Oh, and that's pretty much the end of his turn. Really wants to go for me, doesn't it? It's either going to hit the neutral or hit an ally that way. Just have to shoot it that way.
Glory is mine.
Oh god, I made it awful steam instead. Right, oh well, we'll just... just 45 sod it. Thank you. Well, screw me, I guess. I guess this is kind of what happens when you leave with like 2 people as opposed to... oh, sorry, 3 people as opposed to 4. Fire a knockdown arrow. It's going to miss because of that. Dang nabbit. Oh, I forgot about him. Ah well, this fight's going terribly anyway. Right.
Glory is mine. Glory is mine.
Yeah, I feel like this is where we restart Don't Engage Yet. Oh, she's dead. Yeah, I feel like this is just like a reload from here. Need to be a little bit more prepared, I feel. Actually, my food's getting a bit cold, so I might actually just call it here. I might come back to it in, I don't know, an hour or so. But I'm going to need to take a break to actually, you know, eat things. So, yeah. I shall be back in a bit. But yeah, I need to eat.